everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to create Salesforce lead on Webflow form submission. So let's suppose I'm an owner of a web design agency and I am collecting all my leads with the help of Webflow. Now whenever there is a new form submission in my Webflow, I automatically want to create lead in my Salesforce account. Now doing this manually will be a very tedious and a time consuming task, so I'm completely going to automate this process, and to do this automation I am going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Webflow and Salesforce. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a way that whenever I will receive new form submission in my Webflow, a lead will be automatically created in my Salesforce account. Now if you want to learn this amazing automation step by step, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to see how to create Salesforce lead on Webflow form submission, and here I have made connection between Webflow and Salesforce with the help of Pabbly Connect, and now I am going to do a form submission in Webflow. And if a lead is created in my Salesforce account, this means this connection setup is working perfectly fine. So here I am going to quickly open my form in Webflow. So this is my form and I am going to fill some dummy details in all these fields. So let's say my first name is, so here I have entered few details. My first name is new, last name is user, my phone number is this, and my email address is new3690@pabblytudes.com, and now I am going to click on this submit. Here as soon as I've done the form submission, a lead should be created in my Salesforce account. So let's open my Salesforce account and let's go to leads. And here I can see under this recent items that I have created this new user as the lead. The name was new user, email address was new3690@pabblytudes.com, this was the phone number, and this is how this automation workflow will run. Now to learn how to create this, let's start creating this from the beginning. In this video, we are going to learn how to create Salesforce lead on Webflow form submission. For this, we are going to create automation between Webflow and Salesforce with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect/inr/ in your browser. Now after browsing the website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in, and if you are a new user, click on this sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on this sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. Here I have to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me to this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders that I have created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, you simply have to click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow button, and first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first let's name this workflow as how to create Salesforce lead on Webflow form submission, and now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders that have been created, and I want to select this forms automation and then click on create. Now here as soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, an action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger in a workflow, but as many as action applications as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to create Salesforce lead on Webflow form submission, which means whenever there will be Webflow form submission, a lead will be created in my Salesforce account, which means whenever there will be Webflow form submission, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger says when this happens. So when form submission in my Webflow happens and then action says do this, then I have to create Salesforce lead. So here in my trigger application, I am going to take Webflow V2. Now I need to select my trigger event. So here, whenever a form submission is happening, this workflow should be triggered. So I have selected my trigger event as form submitted. Now I have to click on this connect, and if you have an existing connection, you can click on save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, and then to make this connection, we have to enter this token. So following this help desk, we are going to get this token, and for that I have to open my Webflow account. So here I have already logged in my Webflow account, and this is the particular site that I'll be using. So I'm going to click on this site settings, and then on the left hand side where I can see all these options, here I have to click on this apps and integrations. Now if I scroll down, I can see this API access. So I have to click on this generate API token, and then I have to name this token. So let's say the name is testing 678, and then I have to grant away some permissions. So I'm going to grant away this permission to assets read and write only, then the CMS read and write only, then forms read and write only, pages read and write only, and then the site read and write only. Now after selecting this, I simply have to click on this generate token, and a token has been generated which I need to copy and paste that over here in this field, and then I have to click on this save. So here Webflow v2 and my site that I'll be using is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to click on this save and send test request. Now I can see waiting for the response, and under this it is written, once you have clicked over save and send test request button, then do a test submission in that application in order to capture the response here. So this means, so as to capture the response in this workflow, I need to do a form submission in my Webflow, and if Pabbly Connect captured that form submission response here in this workflow, this means the connection setup that we have created is working fine. So I'm going to open my form, and this is the particular form. Now I'm going to fill some dummy details. So let's say my first name is latest. So here I have entered my first name as latest, last name as user. My mobile number is this, and my email address is latest678@pabblytudes.com. And now I'm going to do this form submission. Here I have successfully done the form submission, and this should be captured in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So let's open my Pabbly Connect. And if I scroll down, I can see that I have instantly received the response. The phone number that we just entered was this one. The name was latest, last name was user, email address was latest678@pabblytudes.com. Now here, as soon as I've done the form submission, I have received that response in this workflow, and this means the connection setup that we have created between Pabbly Connect and Webflow v2 is working fine. And now whenever someone will do the form submission in Webflow, I will start receiving that response here in this workflow. Now moving on to the next step, whenever I receive form submission in Webflow, I want to create that as the Salesforce lead. So then in my action application, I am going to take Salesforce. And then in my action event, as I want to create lead, I am going to take this. Now I have to click on this connect. So if you have an existing connection, click on this save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, and then click on this connect with Salesforce. Now over here I have already logged in my Salesforce account, and that's why I just need to grant away some permissions, and I am going to click on this allow because my data is completely safe with Pabbly Connect, and it is always advisable to keep your applications logged in for the easy authorization and air authorization successful. So Salesforce is connected with Pabbly Connect, and I have to enter all these details. So the first one is I have to enter the last name, and I'm not going to enter this manually. Instead I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter data from my previous response. So here when I click on this last name field, I can see this Webflow, and when I click on this, I can see all the responses that I've received from there. I need to enter the last name. So the last name is user, and then I have to enter the first name. So the first name is latest. And then as this field is not a required one, I am going to skip this. If you want to enter, you can enter following this help desk. Now as this company is a required field and I have not received the response for the company, so for now I am going to enter my email address as the company, and then I have to enter the phone number. So I have received the response for the phone number, and I am going to enter this as my phone number. And then again I have to enter the email address. So my email address was latest678@pabblytudes.com. Now here website description are not required fields, so I'm going to skip this. If you have received the response, you can enter following this same process. Now in the lead source, I want to select this as web, and then the status as open not contacted, rating as hot, and then I have not received the address details. So for now I am going to skip this again. Now over here mapping is important, so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in these fields. Manually entering the data will make these fields static, and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep these fields dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now after entering all these details, I simply have to scroll down, and then I have to click on this save and send test request. And here I can see that I have received the response, and this response is a positive one. I have received the ID of the lead, and now I need to open my Salesforce account and check whether this lead has been created there or not. So this is the home page of Salesforce, and on the top where I can see all these options, here I am going to click on this leads, and here I can see under this recent items I have created this latest user. So let's open this. The email address that we just entered was latest678@pablitudes.com. Phone number was this, name was latest user. Now to check this automation workflow one last time, I'm again going to open my form and do a form submission. And if a lead is created in my Salesforce, this means this automation workflow is working completely fine. So here let's say my first name is admin. So here I have entered my first name as admin, last name as user, my mobile number as this, and the email address as admin233@pablitudes.com. Now I'm going to click on this submit. Here I have successfully done the form submission, and a lead should be created in my Salesforce account. So let's open my Salesforce account, let's go back and let's refresh this page once. And under this recent items, I can see that I have created this admin user also. The phone number that we just entered was this one, email address was admin233@pablitudes.com, and the name was admin user. Now to summarize, we took Webflow V2 as our trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect. We submitted a form and received that response here in this workflow. Then we moved to the next step where we wanted to create this as a lead. So I took Salesforce as my action application, entered all these details with the help of a method called mapping, then simply clicked on the save and send test request and received the response as these leads being created in my Salesforce account. So this is how this automation workflow will run, and here we have successfully created automation between Webflow V2 and Salesforce with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.